Any of us who've been there know that. Once you know that, it changes you.
I witnessed with my own eyes the crushing indignity of a Palestinian community cut off from their water supply so that it could be diverted instead to support an Israeli chicken farm. Is the moral response to simply condemn this as illegal, but then ask how much for the eggs? Is there not a deep hypocrisy in that position?
I've seen the results of the bombing of hospitals, of schools, of sewage treatment plants. It is appalling. If you want to know what the people of Palestine want, ask the Palestinian farmers.
I certainly would boycott products coming from occupied territories sold by the Israelis in the international market. But that's a different thing for a state to actually involve themselves directly in this area. So I advise caution.
We've seen the most desperate and brutal violations of people's right to protest against injustice, against occupation, against the taking of the very ground from under people.
Nelson Mandela came, he said what made the practical difference on behalf of the Irish people was definitive action from the people, was a boycott, was solidarity. And that can make the difference here.
I think people are maybe a little bit scared of leading on something like this, and that's why I think it's vital, it's absolutely vital that Ireland leads on this. And my hope is that, like what happened back in the 80s, around the apartheid regime in South Africa, it was Ireland that led two women, Dunnes Stores workers, who decided to not receive South African goods into the shop and went out on strike because of it. And it's that kind of stuff, and I'm hoping that this legislation will have the same impact across Europe and across the world, and will show a lot of solidarity to the Palestinian people.
Currently, it's the darkest moment probably in the history of the Palestinian people. With the rise of Trump, Israeli settlements are taking over our land, water is being plundered, and people are being killed on the Gaza border.
We know under international law that these settlements are illegal. So what we want to do is just ban goods that are coming from these illegal settlements.
Like a lot of things we've done in Ireland, the world will follow suit, Europe will follow suit, to see that a small country like us can be forward thinking in the way we handle business on the international scale.
Thank you, Ireland, for standing with Palestine.
Thank you, Ireland, for standing with Palestine.
Thank you, Ireland, for standing by Palestinians, and we love you, Ireland.
Thank you, Ireland, for banning settlements goods.
I want to say thank you, Ireland, we love you. Shukran.